So I wanted to do a video about how to prevent what are called deaths of despair. Essentially, there were two professors, Deaton and Case, the two researchers, sociological researchers, that did research into basically the rising amount of deaths of white men, middle-aged white men, without a four-year college degree. And it has been rising steadily. In fact, white men without a four-year college degree are the only group in the United States where the life expectancy is dropping off instead of improving by about 2 years every so often. So what I wanted to get into, I'm not going to talk about deaths of despair. There's going to be a link to all of this in the description. I wrote this out because I really care about this in the sense that I think I made an initial video about this way back when I first started this channel. I'm pretty sure I probably took it down when YouTube started purging anything that was like quote unquote pro-white. But what I want to point out, because they were purging everything. I think it might have actually been taken down by YouTube if I'm not mistaken, but I don't remember exactly. But the thing that I want to point out is this is going to be a video about how to not become a statistic in these deaths of despair. A lot of these deaths of despair are being caused by, heart disease, heart failure, lack of nutrition, suicide, opioid overdose, heroin overdose, alcoholism-related diseases, things like that. So, of course, there's ways to prevent this, and I want to go over those ways to prevent it. Okay, so I wrote this out. Now, eat a whole food, plant-centered diet. It doesn't have to be 100% plant-based, but it does have to be plant-centered, where 20% or less of your diet is coming from plants, and it's rich in things like legumes, nuts, seeds, healthy fats, green leafy vegetables, other vegetables, fruits, what have you. It needs to be a plant-centered diet. And you might notice some of the things that I'm stating in this video might contradict some of my videos. Well, that's because a lot of my videos are for optimizing life extension, which this video is to an extent, but this video is just about surviving and making yourself the healthiest version you can be of an American, okay? So you want to eat a whole food, plant-centered diet. There's going to be links in the description to the China study, to the Okinawan protocol, and to the Ansel Keys Mediterranean diet, okay? So you want to take a basic multivitamin. As we know from the triage theory of aging and disease, which prove you need a well-balanced multivitamin. Really all you need is like a Centrum or something like that. I want to make sure that people understand I'm not a doctor, I'm not a chiropractor, I'm not a nurse practitioner, I'm none of that stuff. So please don't take this video as health advice. If you have a health concern, please take that up with a medical a medical practitioner in your area, be it a nurse practitioner, a doctor, a physician's assistant, whatever that is in your area, whatever a licensed health practitioner is in your area. Take that up with them. So don't take that up with me. Okay, manage your stress through meditation. Meditation increases longevity. Attend a church or other social group. Okay? Avoid overeating. Avoid the following: overeating, alcohol, illicit drugs, and nicotine if you can't get help. There will be links to things like Alcoholics Anonymous, Overeaters Anonymous, etc. Another important thing is don't kill yourself. A lot of these deaths are being caused by suicide. So what I want people to understand is the National Suicide Hotline number. This is one of the reasons I wrote it down, because I don't want to give people the wrong number. But the number for the National Suicide Hotline is 1-800-273-8255. Again, 1-800-273-8255. Okay, the easiest way to check all these boxes is to follow an Adventist lifestyle. As I said, I'm not a religious person, okay? But the thing is, if you feel like you need to be a religious person or something of that nature, following an Adventist lifestyle will be the easiest way to check off all these boxes. You don't necessarily have to be a religious person to follow their lifestyle. I'm not. However, attending an Adventist church, if you want to attend a church, that would probably check all these boxes if you're following a church with a strong health ministry. Now, why didn't I make this video? Well, it seems like a lot of people want to talk about how horrible this is and how horrible that is. You know, you got to have some answers. Nobody's giving any answers. They're just complaining about politics, about everything else. One other thing I want to point out is a lot of white men do not collect food stamps and do not take advantage of the social programs that are due them. And I think it is fair for me to say that more white men, I was one of those people that would not take advantage of social programs, etc. Until I realized after I was homeless and everything else, I was homeless for 4 years, starving to death, freezing to death, etc. I realized I'm not going to get anywhere if I don't take advantage of something, okay? And these programs are for law-abiding citizens, so you might as well take advantage of something that is, yours. You pay for it with your taxes. When you buy things, you pay for it. When you paid tax when you worked, you paid for it, etc. So take advantage of the programs that you need to take advantage to get ahead in life. That's what they're there for. Keep that in mind. So the reason I made this video, again, like I said, is a lot of people are, they're whining about how, there's this and that and everything's horrible. Well, somebody should have made a video showing you how not to become a statistic. Here you go. This is how you don't become a statistic. And these rules apply to women as well as men. Keep that in mind, because a lot of women are experiencing these issues. And it applies to people of all races. This isn't just for white men. Everybody has these problems. So please do check the links in the description. I highly recommend you check the links in the description. Remember, again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a healthcare practitioner of any kind. If you have a health complaint, please check with a licensed healthcare provider in your area. That's all for this video.